Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will talk in detail about the Genius of Blackbeard and why he's one of the best written characters in One Piece. Without further delay, let's get right into it. Let's start from the very beginning. Blackbeard's famous introduction at Mocktown. Unless you were spoiled, there is no way that watching this scene for the first time, you would have thought that this guy would be Luffy's biggest rival for the title of Pirate King. This introduction is pure foreshadowing genius. The whole point of that moment was to show that they are two sides of the same coin. They are similar in their personality, but polar opposite in their morality. Teach and Luffy have the same goals. They want to be Pirate King and find the One Piece, and they will never give up in the pursuit of these goals. But they won't do the same to reach them. Blackbeard is what Luffy would be if he wouldn't have his morality. Teach is ready to do whatever it takes to reach his goal. He has no qualms about killing, pillaging, or betraying. Kinda like what a true pirate is. He is highly amoral. On the other hand, Luffy won't kill and won't hurt innocent people. He has a strong sense of morality. This duality is what makes both of them the perfect pair for the final duel, to become Pirate King. It's a battle of ideology. This contrast is in a way Oda's continuation of the Peacemen and Morganeer pirates that were introduced in early versions of One Piece called Romance Dawn. If you haven't read or watched these, I highly suggest that you do, it's very interesting. So the Peacemen pirates are the ones who go on adventures and do not really care about treasures or fighting other pirates. That is not to say that they will not steal and fight other pirates at all, but their primary goal is usually not to own it, and greed is generally not their motivation. More often than not, a Peaceman pirate sees his own crew as their most valuable treasure. This is obviously Luffy's mentality about becoming a pirate. A Morganeer fights for treasure and personal ambition. They are greedy, love to fight, and often enjoy causing other people pain and misery. These are the types that Luffy dislikes. He only wants to recruit Peaceman pirates. This was changed in One Piece because most pirate crews in the story are more complex than that. But Luffy and Blackbeard are the two that represents the best this early concept. That's why Oda conceived Blackbeard's character with that in mind. The concept may not be in the story now, but its essence is still what drives both characters. Oda couldn't have created a better rival for Luffy. Then came his famous speech after Luffy and Zoro were beaten by Bellamy's gang. A man's dream will never end. This chill-inducing moment was provided by the main antagonist of the series, which we had no clue at the time. It's literally the main theme of the series, dream, inherited will, never giving up. Blackbeard is one of those characters that best represent what One Piece is all about. He doesn't carry the will of D for nothing. I suspect that he knows a lot more about the true history of the world and the D clan. Something inspired him, and that's what we're going to talk about now. I won't go full theory mode, but Oda is leaving some hints about it being Rock's D Xebec. As you know, Blackbeard's main ship is named the Saber of Xebec, and it's been said that Rock's goal was to be the king of the world, a bit like Blackbeard who has huge ambitions like becoming king of the pirates, and possibly more. At this point, we don't know what his true ambitions are. The man waited more than 20 years to execute his plan, so there's clearly something motivating him more than just carrying the will of D. I cannot wait to know more about his past and his true goal. There is another contrast between Luffy and Teach in the way that they want to reach their dream. Luffy jumps into the adventure for the One Piece without thinking and with zero planning of what he needs to do to reach his goal. Blackbeard does the exact opposite. He planned everything from the beginning with the Yami Nami Nomi to capturing a renowned pirate to become a warlord, go to impale down to 3D level 6 prisoners, stealing Whitebeard's fruit at Marineford, and finally, becoming an emperor of the new world. He played his card perfectly, and everything went according to his plan. Who knows what other plan he has in mind right now. We know he recently acquired the power of the Kage Nomi, the mythical Zoan Dogdog fruit model Nine-tailed Fox, and the Clear fruit in his crew. These fruits could do serious damage if used properly. When we saw him at Beehive Island, with all these new powers amongst his crew, he was terrifying, like a real villain should be. He's a menace that could potentially really hurt Luffy, even more than with Ace. He even mentions in that scene that if the world government won't take the prize, he might as well claim it for him. What is he talking about? Only time will tell, but he's clearly planning a big move that will surely shake the world again. The final war for the One Piece is slowly beginning. Now let's talk about the new details we got in the recent chapters. Blackbeard is an orphan found on an unnamed island by Whitebeard's crew. He mentions how he has nowhere to go, and begs Whitebeard to take him. When we got a drawing of Blackbeard as a kid from Film Z, we could already speculate that it looked like he had a pretty traumatic childhood. Now it's pretty much confirmed. Also, we learn later that there's something wrong with him. He cannot sleep because his body is different. He's some kind of monster. As you know, there is another recurring theme in One Piece, that is difference. Every race that isn't like a normal human is discriminated in some way, or even enslaved by the world government. We still don't know what's going on with Teach, but we can assume that he suffered some kind of discrimination during his childhood from being different. This is probably why he had no one to look after him before joining Whitebeard. He could have also been discriminated because of a connection to Roxy Zebek, like Orochi in the most recent chapter, who was persecuted because he's a Kurozumi. It would be a good motivation for his action throughout the story. It almost feels like he wants to get revenge on the entire world. In Jaya, he was oblivious to the jeering people were throwing at him, saying that there are fights that are not worth it. It almost feels like he was used to it. He doesn't care anymore about people who don't understand him. Of course, we still don't know everything about Teach. He's still a very mysterious figure in the story. Yet, we can still appreciate the genius of his character and what he brings to the story as the main antagonist to Luffy. This covers everything I had to say about Teach. Thanks to all of you who are still listening. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more One Piece and anime content. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter for more. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day everyone.